What would happen if you were to start all over again? If you would tell yourself, oh my goodness, I lost it all. Well, that was my story a couple of months ago, about 8 weeks ago or so, where I had to kind of restart one portion out of my life. Now, thank God we didn't miss out on anything. We just kind of transitioned. However, we were able within an 8 weeks period of time develop a system and create a consultant firm, a coaching business, an application, and so much more in 8 weeks and build a whole team around it that is now worth a $500,000 business if we were to sell it today. So I'm going to give you the recipe on how we did it. And if you are a coach, a mentor, someone that wants to develop a business or an online business on your own with your own brand, yeah, you're going to want to watch this. This is the ME Show.
I've been caught up since the day that we met, and you haven't seen the best of me yet. There's nothing like you and me together, and your eyes have been so hard to forget. But there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. It don't matter how much time it takes. I just can't give up. Whoa, I just can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. I just can't give up.
Yeah, I'm never going to give up. And this is Ali Midawi, your host with the avocado toast or pistachios today. But today we're going to talk about how do you develop a consulting firm, a coaching business, an online module type of business where you are giving value upfront to the masses and collecting big time as well. Well, this is what we've done over the last 8 weeks. And my goodness, not only we went from a one-man show, yours truly, to having an executive team where there's a president, a VP of business development, a VP of sales, a VP of operation, a digital team. And of course, we're just developing and creating, and we are just getting started as that reel of J-Lo keeps on playing everywhere right now and trending. So do me a solid. If you ever have thought about the idea of you creating an online system, your own branded system where you can teach, train, coach, mentor on anything, how to help people fix their credit, how to help people trade, how to help people train, coach, mentor, how to build online businesses, high ticket sales, whatever it may be, let me know if you are that individual, because it kind of gives me an idea of who I'm talking to, wherever you may be. And of course, I get to give you a shout out, and the world gets to see you on our platform, not only live, but when we blast it on our email list. So let me tell you what we've done. First things first, you have to come up with a blueprint of your business. That's right. You don't just create modules and say, okay, let me go and sell it. No, you need a blueprint where you understand and identify your business identity. Because when I figure out what my business identity is, I have the opportunity to understand and have awareness on who do I serve, how do I serve them, and what are the results that I'm willing to create for them. If you understand that process itself, it becomes a lot easier for you to know where to prospect without wasting your time, who to communicate with without worrying about how many views and likes and engagements, and 100% score enrollments or closing or business deals or contracts or whatever your end result needs to be. So we've put a game plan together, and we said, hey, so here is the end result, and we reverse engineered it, as I always teach, and we can do that with you as well. Then we started just with an online module system where we said, if we can just give value up front with this very affordable process that is simple for everybody, where we release 3 video series every single month, and video series that are very, 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 very high-end information, advanced. And we created a community, a Facebook group, if you will. And within that community, we brought everybody together, and we do a weekly coaching, group coaching for everyone. And then we started adding a little by little as we started growing, where, you know, from the group coaching, we started doing individual one-on-one coaching as an option as well. Then we started growing into creating other systems, other options, add-on tools, resources that for the most part, it was already inclusive. We made it for an average of $1.50 a day. So everybody who has a business and a real business should be able to afford $1.50. Otherwise, your priorities are in the wrong place. Now, when we ended up growing, we started having more exposure to many other companies, organizations, high-end entrepreneurs, or advanced established influencers, and they noticed what we were doing at a much efficient and effective. As you know, I love my Six Sigma way. I do everything the Six Sigma way, and they started communicating with us. And then we added a PR portion to the business where we will work with individuals for 6 whole weeks. And not just me, I'm not a coach, I'm a strategic partner. What's the difference? A coach does what everybody does, right? They get on and they tell you, okay, go create and fix and do. A strategic partner actually works with you as if he or she is in your payroll without charging you $100,000 a year or whatever it may be in terms of the value that that individual is offering. But what we added to it, which was very unique, we brought our executive team into the conversation for those individuals that we're working with. So, for example, we're onboarding a gentleman by the name of Derek Pettit. Derek is in a financial industry, and he knows his stuff, but he just didn't know how to communicate it. So tomorrow, we're bringing our VP of operations, our VP of sales, and yours truly, and we work around him to create a system, a game plan for the next 6 weeks. And every single day, we work together little by little. We advance and get him one step further with the same system that we've created, our business model. And then we start shopping him around. And when I say shopping him around, not selling, but meaning we start reaching out to our own network. Hey, I got somebody that you really would want to have feature on your podcast, on your blog, on your vlog. And we start getting him exposures and then ultimately getting him on a national publication as well. Doing so not only sets him up as an authority because within his own sphere, he gets to brag about that publications and all these interviews and exposures, but all these new eyes that are coming onto him. Now, the important piece for us as a company was that it wasn't just about getting the person the eyes, because listen, you can pay for some cheap, buy followers program to get more views and more engagement. That doesn't matter. It's at the end of the day what creates results and dollars, right? So we needed to make sure that we've built an organization around our client where our client felt that he or she is no longer a solopreneur. Our client has become now a company, a business with an executive team. Then what we ended up doing even more so, by the way, if you're not writing this stuff down, I'm giving you my recipe book that you can go build a company right now. So what we ended up doing on top of it all, we create an exit strategy. And when I say exit strategy, not to sell his company or her company, but an exit strategy from our system, because we don't do retainers. The idea is not to put our client on a long-term retainer. No, the idea was we want to make you look like a superhero for 6 weeks and give you a daily method of operation, strategy, systems, everything that you need. So when you're ready on week 6, let's call it, you are ready to rock and roll on your own. You're ready to move forward. And whether you still need some of our very light assistance, or we can even help you find the right people for your company, for your product, for your operations, so you can keep on going and growing. And God willing, we can even collaborate with him or her where we monetize from his own brand or her own brand. So that is what we've done over the last 8 weeks. And we've included shows. We've added strategic partners like Tokoyo Carlton, Debbie Salmons, these individuals who just light up our community with value, information, content, motivation, wisdom, so much that you could imagine. And it's all included in our community. So again, everything that I'm sharing with you right now, we've done and started 8 weeks ago. And in a matter of 8 weeks, we literally, I got a valuation of what we have, and we didn't even launch our iOS app yet. We didn't even launch the bigger picture, and we got a valuation of $500,000 right now. Now think about that. You know, in a matter of 8 weeks, you created an online business that went from 0 to hero, and we didn't even scratch the surface of our potential. We didn't even start doing events yet. There's so much that can be done. Why am I giving you all of this information? Because if you have access to Facebook, a Zoom account, social media, a cell phone, a smartphone, you have the ability to do anything you can imagine. Now, I understand. You may say, what's easy for you, Ali? Of course it is. I've done it for 14 years in a row, and I failed miserably and been taken advantage of many times over. I've made six and seven figures, and I lost that 7 figures the same year I made it. And I mean all of it. And it was my mistakes. So what's in it for you if we were to give you, and why I'm giving you this blueprint right now? They say I want to learn from other people's mistakes because my own have been very expensive. So I'm giving you the blueprint right now. And hey, if you want to, we can even work with you. Let's schedule a meet and greet. Hit up that comment drop. Please set me up for a meet and greet, and we'll send you our calendar, and we can have an evaluation with one another to see if you are a good candidate. Because I will tell you straight up, we committed that we will never take more than 6 clients at a time. Never. Now, you may say, like, well, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Because I want to give that one client or up to 6 clients my undivided attention, and I want to be rested. I want to be empowered. I want to be focused. I want to drive results. It's not about just give money, and I'm delegating everything. I want to be involved in the journey of that individual. So within that 6 weeks, they truly have had the best version of me, just like I've done for many, many mega companies, created 7 figures in revenue in one day for a company that we've helped launch. We've created $2 billion of gross sales over the last 14 going on 15 years, 2 best-selling books, one that was an audiobook, one that was a hard copy, and we have a brand new book that we're writing right now. We got podcasts going, we got vlogs, there's just so much content. How do we do it all? We have the blueprint. We've put the right people in the right places. And I want to give a mega shout out to our team, because I could never do it. I'm just the pretty face who talks in a microphone. Yes, I insist, the pretty part. I'm just the pretty face who talks in front of everybody. But I have an amazing crew around me. And this is where you really want to take notes. It's not about bringing in extremely talented people. Talent is important, don't get me wrong. But I personally have reached out to the individuals that I'm working with based on the common shared core values first. And then we work on the talent and making it better. We work on the skill set every single day. See, if your core values are in alignment, my goodness, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And, having Tokoyo Carlton and Debbie Simons, who are established entrepreneurs who have built many companies, who have failed and bragged about their failures more than they bragged about their successes, but they always figured out and they always bounced back, who cared about the people first before there's just their pockets. They always looked out for the little guy or the little gal who didn't have any shot anywhere for anybody to believe in them. We had a meeting today with a young lady from the UK, and we were talking about her opportunity and why she's, after 10 years, has never had any success in network marketing, never made a dollar or a pound in her case in network marketing. And her family are looking out, like, what are you doing? Are you going to do this for another 10 years without any results? And I've asked her some solid, honest questions. And the one thing that made a difference for her was, the fact that we took the time and we made sure we didn't just talk the talk, because we're not in her network marketing company, but we had an honest conversation with her. And I let her know, like, listen, I believe in you and I believe in your potential, but there are some honest conversations that you have to have with your support team. Some real conversations to figure out if they have your best interests at heart. Not that they're malicious people, but sometimes we take the people that we work with who are already in our business for granted. So I'm grateful for the people that I get to do what I do with every single day. Elizabeth Cousins, VP of Sales. She came in within the last 7-10 days, and boy, she brought the heat, elevated us to a whole new level. And she is another person who I believe always has had the talent. It's just no one has really given her that role or that high elevated seed that she deserved, and we get to work together on her skill set. My sister, our VP of operations, same exact thing. She's never built a business before working with me. She's never had any experience or expertise in any business. All she's known is the traditional job, the 9-to-5, or when she worked in a restaurant, the 9 to faint. She as well shares the same common core values, and she's became an amazing rock star. There's nothing she can't do. She's managing application development. She's managing a digital team. She's managing behind the scenes stuff and doing it well. Plus, she built her own businesses, from food business to printing businesses, which I'm so proud of her for that. My wife, our president, behind the scene, from admin, from write-offs, from everything that you could imagine that has to do with numbers, figures, and organizations. She does it all. I don't. And that is something she's never done in a traditional job. But because our core values are so in line, I understood that I can work with her and teach her all the things that she needed to know. Now she bosses me around. And I don't say that to be funny, but she literally tells me what I can or cannot be approved for as a company, as an executive within our own company. And like, no, you're not going to buy that because we don't have the budget for it. But babe, we have the money. It's not about having the money. It's not within the budget of our company. So she understands her role and she understands how to keep me in check, right? My brother Hassan, our VP of Business Development, very part-time basis. But boy, he knows when to tell me that is crazy. Don't ever come up with that idea ever again. He is the only person who is on my face to let me know, no, don't do it. And I love that I have somebody that is not a yes man around me or yes women around me who kind of keep the boat really going at high speed and elevated above the surface. I share this last part with you because many of us at many times, we tend to aim to bring people on board based on the money that they can bring us or the sales that they can generate for us or the network that they have, forgetting that it is all about proper core values that made it all come to fruition in the first place. And I'm so, so grateful. And this is why I will forever collaborate, work with, hire with individuals who have common core values that are shared. And that goes for our client as well. We decline business for one reason. If I feel like your core value is not aligned with ours. We're blessed to have a very high closing ratio is because we never decline anyone for lack of funding. There are many people who say, I don't have money. We have solutions for those individuals as well. We have many people who say, I can only afford $50, $100. Cool. We have offers for you as well. We have people who's like, I can't do, the full executive team, but can you just do one little piece? We custom create everything. All you need to know, and I guarantee you this, and try us on this, we work with every single individual and or company or organization based on their speed, based on their process, based on their journey, and 100% based on their budgets as well. The question remains is, are you willing to do whatever it takes for your own business and allow us to be your executive team for a short period of time to set you up for a long term? Or do you still want to do it on your own and learn from your own very, very, very expensive mistakes? So I share this with you. It is a little bit of a celebratory session that I'm having tonight. I'm really, really excited on what we've developed and created. And I'm so grateful for our partners that we have outside our company. We are partnered up with many individuals, third-party applications, services, businesses, and also, if you know, I've endorsed one company a couple of weeks ago for as far as the network marketing space. It's the only company that I'm endorsing and putting my name behind, and that is Driven Trading Academy. They are rocking it. So I'm grateful for the opportunities to collaborate, to MC and launch their company and event, and to collaborate with the executive team. I'm grateful for you that you show up for us in here every single night and allow us to pour a little bit more onto you. So it's 100% within your own means to win and succeed in business. It's just, you got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own bad mindset. No, you don't. It's not that you don't have money. It's just you're spending it in the wrong places. I respect everyone and I respect their decision as long as you're happy with them. If you don't have $1.50 a day, or it comes down to $47 a month, which is at lowest option to from a monetary standpoint to participate and take advantage of what we have, with our coaches, internal group, and all the modules that you're going to get every single month. Think about the real reason is not that you don't have $1.50 a day. The real reason is that you're probably spending it on Applebee's or somewhere that you shouldn't be spending it, or, the wrong headphones or the wrong clothing just because you want to impress people who don't really care about what you're wearing. So I welcome you to reevaluate, and hopefully I upset you a little bit just to say, I'm going to make a change today. Try us out, DM us, reach out to us, send an email to support@iam.media, or just go right down there to iam.media, click on ME Academy, and you can enroll today at least at the academy level itself, and we can have conversations on an individual level. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. And until Monday, I'm going to say it. Peace out, everybody.